Namaskar, Abhishek, once again in the series Unlocking Stars with Abhishek with a new episode. Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. In the last episode, Maharshi Parashar, under the 7th chapter, Shodash Varga Adhyay, he beautifully revealed about the very higher divisional chart, the higher harmonics of fourth house at subconscious level. From that chart, we are able to understand about the parental, understand about the maternal lineage and the blessings and curse received by the natives from that lineage, and how those reflections at subconscious level will be manifested in the gross physical world, and how can a real good astrologer get an understanding from that. At subconscious level, when Maharshi is drilling down to that deep, there is another chart, one of the most important chart again, and that chart is D45. D45 is the Akshvedamsha chart. Akshvedamsha chart will give idea, will give indication about the parental lineage, the last 7 generations of the parental lineage, similar to the D40 that was giving the indication, blessings and curses, indication about the blessing and curses of the last 7 generations. Similarly, this chart is capable to provide that much of finer microscopic analysis, microscopic view. And that chart, that Akshvedamsha, that D45 chart, that is the subject of today's episode. Maharshi is going to reveal the facts. Maharshi is going to provide the facts regarding D45 today to his one of the best students, Maitreya. Let's follow the Maharshi, let's follow the great Guru, and let's try to learn what he is providing today. Before going into the Guru Mahavakya, before diving down into the Akshvedamsha Kathana by Maharshi Parashar, it's time to remember, it's time to pray our Gurudev, Adi Guru, Sri Mahadev. Let's pray together before entering into the discourse. Aghorebhyo ghorebhyo ghora ghora taribhyascha sarvatha sarve sarvebhyo namaste rudra rupebhya. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. After getting the blessings of Mahaguru, after getting the permission of Adi Guru, we are now preparing. It's time to do some homework before enter into the real Guru Mahavakya, the Akshvedamsha Kathana for D45. So D45 That's the third harmonics of ninth house. We are in the last leg of Shodash Vargas. So these two charts, D40 and D45, these are at the subconscious level, the third harmonics. The D40 we have dealt already in the last episode about the maternal lineage and the effect of that collective consciousness on the native, how that is going to be manifested in the present life of the native, and how it is driving native for the next life. Today we are more interested to go into the D45. D45 is 12 into 3 plus 9. 12 into 3 is 36. So 36 plus 9, that is the 45. It means it is the third harmonics of house number 9. That house 9 is all about the father. That house 9 is all about the luck. That house 9 is all about the dharma. The house 9 is the one of the most strongest dharma trikona out of 3. So here we are going to do the microscopic analysis of that house 9 at subconscious level through the third harmonics, that will paint a picture of the auspiciousness and the inauspiciousness, good and bad effect on the native through the parental lineage, through the collective consciousness of the parental lineage, up to the past 7 generations of the parental side, the ancestors, spirit, their blessings, their curses, their good doings, their bad deeds, they are coming. They are coming at subconscious level. And if strong, they are coming to manifest in the form of events. In this way, the manifestation process is working. The manifestation process is working behind what we can see, the visible world, the gross physical world, that is working behind and delivering the events. And a real blessed astrologer is capable to see those manifestation cycle and can predict. I'm talking about the blessed, good astrologers, not self-proclaimed babas. This chart is also providing some indication about the real internal characteristics of the native, the internal character. This chart is also called Panch Chatvarins Mansa. That's the 45 ans. So one sign, the one sign we are going to divide in 45 divisions. The 45 tiny little divisions we are going to do. So 30 degree, we are going to divide 30 degree by 45. If you divide 30 degree by 45, the one tiny little division of the D45 will come. as a 0 degree 40 minute. That 0 degree 40 minute is so tiny. If you have error more than 2.5 minutes, that chart will change. So you have to be very careful regarding the timing of the birth. Nowadays, the practice is obtaining casting soft charts through the software only. The software is capable to provide you a result based on the input, what input you have provided. So you should be capable enough to do the Lagna Suddhi, do the correction of the birth through the astrological techniques, so that you are able to get the right and correct divisional chart if you are analyzing at subconscious level, especially like D45. D45 will also provide an idea about the potential of a native to make his name or fame. So that can be also checked, or some indication you will get from there. Blessings from the parental lineage spirits, ancestors, in the form of any fortune, including son, including property, including good life with other comforts. With this homework, we are just try to enter into the Guru Kathan, Mahaguru Parashara. Mahaguru Parashara dedicated 2 verses, verse number 31 and 32 in chapter 7 of Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, to provide the lordship and the casting rule, that description of Akshvedamsha. So let's imagine that. First, then we will try to decode, we will try to understand, and we will apply the casting rule on an example, and we'll think about the line of direction for the analysis in the end. So let's come together. Parasaru Vacha Athaksha Akshvedans Kathana Tathakshved Bhaga Namadhipascharebe Kriya Isthire Singhadadvibhe Chapata Vidhishwara Visnaschare Isachyut Surajestha Vishnuke Saha Isthare Dve Devaha Panchadaskritya Vigyaya Dvijuttama. So he has provided this rule to the Dvij Uttam, the greatest of the greatest Brahman, Maharshi Maitreya. He has provided the casting rule in the form of movable, fixed, and dual sign format, Maharshi instructed Maitre for the casting rule. If planet or lagna is in the movable sign, start counting from Aries. If it is in fixed sign, start counting from Leo. And if it is in dual sign, start counting from Sagittarius. So he picked up for Nasargic chart is a 1, 5, and 9, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So that is the casting rule prescribed by the Maharshi. For the lordship of this one of the most important charts, he picked up Trinity, Tridev, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, means Shiva. So for the movable sign, lordship order, he has prescribed. For a movable sign, you follow the order Brahma, then Shiva, then Vishnu. For the fixed sign lordship order, you change that one. So Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. And for the dual sign, you go with the Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. So in this order you have to follow. He has prescribed like the abriti, that the frequency 15. So it's a 45. So 15, 15, 15, 45. So this is the lordship prescribed by Maharshi Parashara to the divisions and the casting rule he has provided. This chart is used for remedial analysis also, because if you see the D1, you will not get the complete picture. Then you have to refer the D9. So that will give you some sort of planet's strength, and that will increase your understanding. But still, if you want to do the microscopic study, if you want to do analysis at a very fine level, at a very microscopic level, then you have to pick up this chart. If you have to understanding about the any blessings or curses is working in the background, and this is not practice of this modern era. This is our parampara, to follow the tradition. So if a native's past parental ancestry did some good doings, so that blessings will be come forward up to native also. And similarly, the bad doings, the curses in the ancestry order, that will be also come forward. If I take you to the flashback, if I take you some like 7th century before Christ, when there was no Christ, if I take you in that era to Mithila, there was a Muni, Kapil Muni. Kapil Muni, how great he is, you can understand through couple of examples. He is the founder of Sankhya philosophy, the one of the most ancient philosophy on this planet. Even Buddhists and Jains, they are very much inspired and influenced by that philosophy only. In Brahman Puran, Kapil Muni is considered like an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. When Bhagwan explaining his Vishnu Swarup in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, he said, I am Kapil Muni among the Munis. So Bhagwan also endorsed what Brahman Puran is saying about Kapil Muni. The Kapil Vastu where Buddha born, that was dedicated to Kapil Muni himself. A lot of stories in Buddhist text also, in Jatak text or in Jan Sutra also, you can find his names here and there. I'm just giving you the stature of the Muni. And that Muni, that great says, curse a Suryavansi's king Sagar. Sagar's 60,000 sons, they just turn into the ashes in his ashram. That level of curse. And that curse, for remedy of that curse, the Bhagirath from the dynasty, I'm talking about the same Suryavanshi dynasty of Bhagwan Sri Ram. So Bhagirath, who is the son of Raja Dilip, he did a great tapasya and brought Ganga on the earth by pleasing Lord Shiva. And then he was able to get rid of that curse from his ancestry. When the Ganga flows through the Kapil Muni's ashram and the Ganga touches the ashes of his 60,000 ancestors, so the remedy of the curses in this D45 has to be done to get rid of the obstruction. But it has to be prescribed and it has to be done by a real guru, not fake babas. I'm just giving you the understanding so that sort of blessings and curses can be understood. This chart is able to give you the idea. Akshvedamsha chart. I developed this table for your ready reference because one division is 0 degree 40 minute. So this one division, the first division, first Akshvedamsha is the 0 degree 40 minute. And when you add 0 degree 40 minute to the next, and in this manner, you will get the 45th division from 29 degree 20 minute to 30 degree. So this is your divisions. This is the range of your division. So from the planet's degree, you can easily understand in which division your planet will fall when you are going to cast this D45. And the starting of the counting, that rule That rule Maharshi has prescribed. If you are playing with the movable sign, if your planet is in the movable sign, then start counting from the Aries. If your planet is in the fixed sign, then start counting from Leo. And if your planet is in the dual sign, then start counting from Sagittarius. So you start counting from there, but how many houses you will count, that this table will give you according to the degree of the planet or lagna. So I hope you understand the casting rule, what Maharshi has prescribed us. Now, as usual, we will do this example, how to cast D45. This is the D45 from this Rashi chart. This is the example Rashi chart. And thereafter, we will talk about the line of direction for the analysis. That's not analysis at all at the moment. We are immature and it's very risky to speak at the moment for the Falades. And lots of people are speaking because empty vessels sounds more. But once Maharshi will teach us all the techniques through this, his blessings, this scripture, Brihat Parashara, Hora, Shastra, then we will apply all the technique. And with the blessings of Maharshi, once we apply all the techniques together, then the reflection will come. That will be the Falades. But at the moment, we are doing this one to understand the direction and the utility of this chart. So let's exercise in casting. So first of all, the first rule is fix the lagna. So the lagna of Rashi chart is in movable sign, Aries, movable sign. So counting will start from the Aries only. So we know the starting point of the counting. Now the degree of the lagna. So degree of the lagna is 19 degree, 14 minute and 40 second. So through this degree, we will find out from this table where your lagna is falling. So your lagna is 19 degree, 14 minute, 40 second. So 19 degree, 14 minute. So it is falling here in 29th Akshvedamsha. So 29th Akshvedamsha. So you have to count 29 from here, from Aries. So when you count from here and you come back from here, so 13. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Let's try here 19 degree, 14 minute, 40 second. 19 degree, 14 minute. So it's a 29. So we are right. It's a 29. 29, starting from here. I'm just doing once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We have to count. We are just missing this one. So let's count 29 from here, from Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29. So this is the Leo, number 5. So Leo is the Lagna. Leo is the Lagna of D45. The Leo is the Lagna of D45. So here we are just fixing we are just setting up the framework blank D45 with the Leo Lagna. So it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now our Lagna is fixed now. Lagna is fixed. So we will use the same technique, same casting rule with the other planets like Sun. The Sun is in the dual sign. So Sun is in the dual sign. So for dual sign, what is the casting rule? For dual sign, we have to start counting from the Sagittarius. And how much we will count? So that is depend upon the degree of the planet. The Sun's degree is here 20 degree, 22 minute and 12 second. So this one. 20 degree. So it is falling here 20 degree, 22 minute. 20 degree, 22 minute. So 20 degree, 22 minute. So it's a 31st division. So we will start counting from Sagittarius for 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 31 is 3, Gemini. So we have to pick Suryadev from Pisces and drop here in Gemini. You have to count a lot, like 30, 40, it's a 40, 45 divisions. So be careful and do it time and again. Otherwise, you will miss, like we miss we are setting the Lagna here. But it's all good. It's not very difficult, but we have to be very careful. So in this manner, how I did Lagna and how I did Sun, you go planet wise and apply the casting rule. So casting rule is if planet is in the movable sign, then I start counting from the Aries. If planet is in the fixed sign, then I start counting from Leo. And if planet is in the dual sign, then I start counting from Sagittarius. Once you know the starting point of the counting, then look at the degree of the planet. Through the degree of the planet, you go in the table and look at in which division your planet is falling. So that division, you have to count that much of house. You have to count from the starting point of the counting. And in this manner, you are able to cast D45. So then your D45 is ready. I did all the casting when I was doing this one. If I will do all of the planets here, so that will not make much difference to you because casting rule is very understandable. You understand, and I did 2 examples for you. So you can do rest of the planets. Now we will discuss about the line of direction. Line of direction for the thinking once our chart is ready. The most important area on the D45, the red hot points where you have to stick more. Otherwise, everything, whole chart is important. The first one is the Lagna, the ascendant lord, and the house. Lagna lord and Lagna house. Then the ninth lord and the ninth house. And then the Karak. So Karak is the Surya Dev, sun. So you have to, prima facie, you have to think about the position of the Lagna lord, ninth lord, and the fifth lord. You have to think first. And always remember, Rasi chart is the base. So we are checking the divisional chart with respect to Rasi chart. We are not checking the Rasi chart with respect to this one. The senior partner is the Rasi chart. So you now, your focus is now specific, little bit specific now. So Lagnes, think about the Lagnes. Who is the Lagnes in this chart? Mangal Dev is the Lagnes. Mangal Dev is the Lagnes, Mars is the Lagnes, and Mars is sitting in the Vargo in the 6th house, 3rd house. So what is happening with the Lagnes here in D45? In D45, Lagnes is sitting in the Kendra, in the Vrishchik Rasi, in the Scorpio, forming the Ruchak Mahapurus Yoga. So the condition of the D1 Lagna Lord in the D45 chart is excellent. Then think about the 9th house Lord. So 9th house Lord is the Jupiter. 9th house Lord is the Jupiter who is sitting in the Kendra in the 7th house, although he is in the Venus house. But what is happening here with the D1 9th Lord? The D1 9th Lord is fall into the 6th house, in 3rd house, in Capricorn. So Jupiter is debilitated here in the D45 chart. The 9th Lord is debilitated in the D45 chart in 6th house. And he is with Venus. So that's a real concern. Then we are doing the positional analysis, line of analysis. Then the Suryadev, the Karak for this chart. Suryadev position, Suryadev is here in the Trik, in the 12th house in Pisces, in D1. And this Suryadev is in D45, is in 11th house. So if the Karak is in the Kendra or Trikon or in 2nd or 11th house, and Mercury is here in his own house, Buddha Aditya Rajyo. So the Karak's position, the Sun's position improved here from the Trik to the Labha. In this manner, we are just understanding the change, the positional shift, the transition of the Lagna Lord and the Suryadev and the 9th Lord from the D1 to the D45. That is painting a picture. If these planets, the Lagna Lord, Suryadev, and the 9th Lord, if they are coming in the Kendra, in the quadrant, if they are coming in the triangle, in the Trikon, or it is coming in the 2nd or 11th house, or they are falling in the friend's house, or they are exalted, or they are forming a Raj Yoga, Dhan Yoga, or any good yogas, or they are aspected by the benefics. So if goodness is happening, with these three. So that will give you the very good indication about the blessings of the parental lineage. That will be give about the very good understanding of not having up and downs through the curses of the parental lineage in native's house. That will give you idea about the religious inclination, the sanskaras derived, forwarded from the parental lineage to the native and forming his inner character buildup. And the Lagna Lord of D45, Suryadev, and the Lagna Lord of D41, Mangal Dev, they are friends. The native has natural tendency to be inclined towards the parental side and feeling very good in the company of the parental relationship. And the and the and the strongest planet, the position of the strongest planet in D1, check that in the D45. If they are in the good condition, then in the dasa of that planet, in the antardasa of that planet, I'm talking about the dynamics, the native, this is the time to get the legacy without any much effort. And the big planets in the D1, check the status in the D45, in the dasa and antardasa of that planet. Native might have obstruction, native might have problem, native might have some sort of difficulties from the parental lineage. It depends upon the intensity and the position of the big planets. We have to also check about the Vargottamas. If the Lagna of the D45 and D1 is the Vargottam, then there is a high chances of the native to go in the same profession of the father. Many people have confusion, like continue the same profession, continue the same business, what father is doing, what lineage is doing. So that's the indication. That's the indication. Like for this one, let us think more, not analyze, think more. Here the D45, Mangaldev, the D1 Lagna Lord is forming Ruchak Mahapurus Yoga. The Sanidev is forming the Sas Mahapurus Yoga in the Kendra. Suryadev with the Mercury is forming the Buddha Aditya Raj Yoga here. And the Lagna Lord of D45 is a friend of Lagna Lord of D1. So this native has potential to create good name and fame and blessings from the paternal lineage, feeling very good in the company of the parental side. But there is a but. The but is here Jupiter. And I will talk about this one also, Rahu and Ketu. Jupiter is debilitated with Venus here in 6th house, the house of obstruction, the house of Badha. So this native is having obstruction due to the curse or the misdoings from the lineage, and the obstruction has to be nullified in order to his more progress. Here the Ketu is the Rasi Vargottam. Here Ketu is in the Sagittarius, and here also Ketu is in the Sagittarius. So that drive, the spiritual drive of the Ketu, Oham, that is coming from the lineage, parental lineage. But the Rahu, because in this higher harmonic chart, Rahu and Ketu is living together, is adding the speculation of the affliction, the Badha, what Jupiter is here. Bhavesh is of this house, dispositor of this house is in a really bad situation. And the Rahu is also here. So that sort of thing is, that has to be worked out. That has to be worked out. So we can think in that line, like if the D1 Lagna or 9th house lord or the Surya, the Karak, is fall, is drop into the 6 at 12 house, the Trik house, then the problem is arising. Here the condition of the, for this native, condition of the Karak Surya Dev is good, and the condition of the Lagna is excellent. But the 9th house lord is condition is not good, the problem we can see here. But the thing is, like, if something happening with the father in this case, if something happening with the Surya Dev in this case, if Surya Dev is dropping down in the Trik from D1 to D45, then situation will get improved after father. So here this is not the case, because Surya Dev was in the Trik before, in D1 he is in the Trik, but now improved. But if the 9th lord is falling in the Trik, then situation might improve after any family members, gone. These are these charts are at subconscious level, so it's very hard to see. But we can do as much as we can. So one thing is, if the condition of these three planets is good in the D45, but not good in the D1, then the native will get the legacy, but native is not able to enjoy it. In this case, for this native, you can see The Lagna Lord is in the Trik, and the Karak Surya is in the Trik. Ninth Lord is in the Kendra, in enemy's house, but in the Trik, but in the Kendra. But here the Lagna Lord in the Kendra, here the Mangaldev is in the Kendra, good position, Scorpio, and Suryadev here with Mercury in the 11th, good position. But the ninth Lord is in the 6th house in debilitation. So out of 3, 2 planet has good position here, and here out of 2, 1 planet has average position, better position. It means the D45 position is better than the D1 position. So in this case, there is a high chance the native will get the legacy, but he is not able to enjoy that. This is the science of the possibilities. We are here in the probability. This is the one of the branch of the theoretical mathematics. Our Hora Shastra like that. When we are saying something, so we are saying something like that, it's a possibility. It's a probability. It's a science. So this is the case. And if you have to think about the character, like then think about the moon also. Moon is the mind. The condition of the moon will give you idea about the mind of the, where his mind is positively bending or negatively bending. So in this case here moon. So moon is in the Cancer, and moon is coming here in the ascendant, in the friend's house. So his mind is the positive mind. And the Venus is also very important. Venus will give you idea about the inner character. Venus is sitting here in the Trika, but with the Gurudev. Another Gurudev, Venus is also a Gurudev. He is a Guru of the Daityas, demons, and the sitting with the Guru of the Devata. 2 Gurus are sitting here together. In the sign of a sadhak. But the Venus condition is here. Venus is here in the friend's house. Again, Sunny Dev's house in the 11th. From 11th, Venus is dropped here in the 6th. Although he is in the friend's house, and he consider Jupiter not an enemy. Right? But the position is dropped down, deteriorated. And Mercury's condition, so this will give you idea like that. The think trajectory. And the Mercury's position is also very tricky to understand the intellect, the buddhi. So mind, Chandrama, so his mind, inner mind, the bend of mind. And the buddhi is the Mercury, the intellect. So how his buddhi will incline to the positive or negative. So Mercury's position is also good. He is in Swarasi with the sun. And Mercury was debilitated here in the Pisces, but here his position improved. So his man and buddhi blessed by the parental lineage. He has to be careful about the inner character. It's not very bad, but the position, the house. How strong Jupiter is, that is also depend. Jupiter is debilitated. This Jupiter position is very good because Sunny Dev is forming such Mahapurus Yoga here, very happy. And in this house, getting the directional strength also. You can understand the dasa during the dasa is a Chandra Mahadasa and the Sunny Antadasa native is going through that one. That's not I'm just giving you the line of direction. So how you think, in which direction you should think, so that you can understand how important these charts are. In the workshop, we will do the complete critical analysis. Then that will make more sense to you. Because my intention, the agya of my Gurudev is to spread the awareness, the scientific awareness of this Shastra. So what I know by the blessings of Gurudev, I will just try to share here. Hope you enjoyed and you understand the importance of D45. So we talked about the parental lineage, D45. We talked about the maternal lineage, through the D40. Now the last Varga, the last chart is coming in the next episode, D60, that will tell about your native's own lineage, native's own past karmas, sanskars. That's one of the most important chart again, because wherever I'm going, I'm doing this divisional charts. Every chart, when I'm thinking about every chart, seems to be most important. So after this most important chart, the last most important chart is coming in the next episode. So please watch that one also. So in this manner, we will be able to complete the Shodash Varga Adhyaya by the blessings of great Guru Maharshi Parashara. So in this episode, you understand what is all about the Akshvedamsha and who are the lords, how to cast this D45, and once D45 is ready, then which direction you will think for the analysis. Thank you for your watching. In the end, I will pray for you and I will pray for everyone. Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev.